please welcome Braith Bamkin.
This is not what I'm going to talk about, but I just wanted to say how important it is to be absolutely laser specific about what you want in your referral, because David Graham has now got on his phone a contact for a guy at CBRE Commercial who I'll ring after this meeting and connect him. If I was not in this room and he was not specific, he wouldn't have that on his phone. So specific is terrific. So guys, really, it makes a difference. So today I started off in the education section talking to you about looking at your target market. And David actually gave a good example of that. He's very clear about who he's wanting to target because he's wanting to get a constant stream of referrals from that land sales office. So being really clear about who your target market makes a very big difference in the kind of referrals that you get. So I want you guys to move away from that rats and mice stuff that you guys can be doing. I'm not saying don't do it, because you're going to get that. In Drago talks about cleaning. Drago, if one of you gives an introduction to a cafe in Drago, I'm sure Drago is not going to knock it back. But Drago wants schools, he wants big businesses. You're not going to knock back a cafe, are you? No. So, just one check. But Drago, I'm sure, wants office buildings and schools and institutional cleans that are constant, ongoing. So he's wanting referrals to those kind of businesses. So, you're not going to knock back that rats and mice stuff. It's going to come to you organically. Because everyone knows what a cleaner does. I mean, let's face it, it's not exactly rocket science to work out what he does. But, when you sit down with him and he talks about why he wants to deal with that cream and dream referral, he'll explain that to you in more detail and you'll get that, and therefore you'll be able to help him find those better referrals. But I want to take you back. So I'm going to move you guys up to the next level here. So this is kind of BNI advanced stuff. So if you're new in BNI, don't flip your wig. Just kind of go with the flow. We'll get you there sooner or later. So can you all kind of look at my wonderful drawings here? So I'm going to talk to you about Dunbar's philosophy. So we all know around 150 to 180 people. That's the amount of people that we basically can work out that we have a relationship with in our head. So these are the people that you walk into the pub with and you go, hey, how are you? Have a beer with, sit down and have some level of conversation knowing each other. We all know that number. And this is a phenomenon that was come up with by a model come up with a guy called Dunbar. But back in the dark ages, when villages got to around 150, 180, they'd split because basically the people living in that community couldn't engage with any more people than that. It's a well-known phenomenon. Moving in here, there are about 50 people that we have a more meaningful relationship with. So these are the people that we know their name, we know their company, we probably know their kid's name, we might know the suburb they live in, and we can walk into the pub with them, we can sit down with them, we can have a beer, and we can say, hey, do you mind minding my wallet, my laptop, whatever, while I go to the bathroom, and you know it'll be there when you come back. These people you kind of have that relationship with. I'm not so sure about these people, it might be gone when you get back. Then we've got about 15 to 20 people that we're in relationship with. So these are the people that we walk into the pub with. We know their name, their company name, their kid's name, their wife's name, where they live, where they had their holiday, probably what they like to do on holidays, what they like to do on the weekend. And we know enough to say, hey, I need to zip out to the bathroom. Can you mind my wallet, my phone, and my handbag? And by the way, that 20 bucks that you borrowed, it's in my wallet. Can you take it? You know they're not going to take any more than 20 bucks. We really only have about 15 to 20 people we have that kind of relationship with. And then there's for these people in here, the 5 to 6 people that we're in really high relationship with. So these are the people that we go into the pub with, and we say, I'm going to the bathroom, my phone, my wallet, my handbag, my laptop, and here's the password to my internet bank account. Can you transfer that 20 bucks that you borrowed the other day, and please leave the other 5,000 bucks that's in there so I can go and buy my kids a present. And you trust them, and that will be A-OK. So we are never going to know more than 5 to 6 people on that level of relationship. We're in high relationship with those people. Does that make sense to you? Does that kind of correlate to your life? The answer is yes. So, funnily enough, We've all heard of the VCP model before, haven't we? Visibility, credibility, profitability. So these people here, the 150 to 180, we're in visibility with. So we're visible to them. So if you've just joined this BNI chapter, you have visibility. They will know your name. And that's probably any company, and that's probably about it until you've done one-to-one. You're in visibility. These people, the 50, you're in what we call credibility 1. So you're moving that relationship forward, you've had a one-to-one, you're kind of getting to know them, and you probably feel like, I can give a referral to that person. Because you kind of got a relationship in this chapter. This one here, credibility 2, these are the people that have been in the chapter for 2 to 3 years. You've done 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 one-to-ones with them. You really know them well. You're very clear about what it is that they want in their business. And you've sat down and you've looked at their past 10 customers and their gains profile worksheet, and you can probably tell me what their goals, achievements, interests, networks, and skills were. I have to think about that. So you can probably tell me what they are. And as their goals change, you can tell me that their goals change. And then there's this lot in here, the 5 to 6, and you're in profitability with them. So there will never be any more than 5 or 6 people in this room that you'll be in high profitability with. And that's totally okay, because that relationship's going to take a lot of work. They'll be 3+ year members. You'll have a really good synergy with them. You'll totally understand where they're going in their business. You'll know who their top 10 customers are. When you sit down to do a one-to-one with those people, you are not doing the gains profile worksheet because you could tell me what their gains are. You're sitting down and you're looking at the clients that you want to work with and the people that you're currently working with and how you can help them with their referrals. So visibility, credibility, and profitability. So what I want you guys to start to think about is how you can start moving the people in this room through this cycle. Now, not everyone's going to go through that cycle, but you do not know who those people are going to be. You don't know who the 5 or 6 people in this room are when you come in. Is that all? Jeez. Don't I get a bonus for being the boss?
As long as you pay all that fucking there.
Yeah, I'll pay all the fucking there. So I want you to start thinking about the way you move those through. What is the tool that you guys have at your disposal that will help you move those people through that cycle?
One-to-one.
You know the answer, why you used to. Yeah, one-to-one. One-to-ones are the tool that you have at your disposal that will get people through that cycle. And if you do not have those people in this room, and it's quite likely you may not have those people in the room, I talk about all the time at MSP, remember this is advanced stuff, so you've got newbies, block your ears. You are not to recruit in BNI, but when you want to get those 5 to 6 people, it's totally okay for you to say to people in this chapter, I need a cleaner in the room because my power team, that's a power team by the way, my power team needs a cleaner in this room so I'm on the same side of the sales cycle so that we can work together to get a result. So you guys have got power teams, I don't know if they're loose or formal, you've got a financial power team here. You've got essential services, you've got IT, so you've got people in the power team. So it's really important to move people through this cycle by using the one-to-one and then start to identify where your gaps are. Because a really great BNI chapter, whatever. A really good BNI chapter looks like this. I'm not good at art, as you can see. So these are power teams, and there'll be, funnily enough, 5 to 6 people in that you're going to have a regular meeting with. And those people are going to spill over some referrals into here, and then you're going to spill over into there, and we all start feeding each other. So what I want you to do next year is start to plan your one-to-one schedule and start to pick the people that you want to move through that sales cycle. Be very clear who you want to work with and what your target market is, because it is not going to happen that you're not going to get that referral and move them through that sales cycle if you don't know. Because Fiona does not tell me who she wants to work with, I can't guess. And Fiona tells me about the rats and mice in the referral requests and in our one-to-ones, that's what I'll give her. And then whose fault is it that we're not getting a great referral? So think over Christmas what your slam dunk referral partner is, who you need in this room to make that happen, and how you can take people on that journey to get them from visibility, credibility, and hopefully to credibility 1 or profitability. And by the way, if you're in credibility 2 with people in your chapter, you will make a very, very good 6-figure living out of BNI without any doubt. So my time is up. I hope that was informative for you. Very happy to have a conversation with anyone about it. Next week I'm back in Geelong. Thanks for having me, guys.